Most agents don't fail in real estate because they're bad people. Most agents fail because nobody ever showed them how to actually build the business. And that's especially true here in the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex, where the market is big, competitive, and constantly moving. So today I want to talk directly to the agents who are in years 1 through 5 of their career. If you're feeling overwhelmed, inconsistent, or wondering if you're even doing the right things, this video is for you. Because the agents who succeed in this business don't have some magical personality trait. They simply follow a repeatable system long enough for it to work. So today I want to talk and walk through 3 things. First, we're going to talk about the statistics behind why so many agents leave the industry. Second, we're going to talk about the real reasons agents struggle in the first few years. And third, I'm going to walk you through the structure that successful agents follow when they build a stable real estate career. And along the way, I want to share a little bit about my own story, because I didn't start in the business with a big network or a huge database either. When I first moved to Dallas, I didn't know anyone, not one single person. Dallas was the biggest city I had ever visited, and honestly, I was terrified. I was a brand new agent. At that point, I had sold 2 houses, and one of them was my own. So I definitely didn't arrive here as some seasoned professional with a big book of business. I knew I had a lot to learn, so I joined a team and worked as their licensed assistant. That role turned out to be incredibly valuable, because it allowed me to see the entire business from the inside. I saw transactions, I saw negotiations, I saw inspections go sideways, I saw contracts get written and rewritten, I saw deals fall apart and somehow get put back together again. And for about 3.5 years, I learned. But more importantly, I paid attention to what actually created the business. Because one of the things you'll learn pretty quickly in real estate is that the things that look busy are not always the things that actually produce income. There are a lot of activities in this business that make you feel productive. Designing marketing, working on logos, posting things online, watching training videos. But the agents who actually build a pipeline are the ones who consistently do the activities that create conversations. After about 3.5 years, I felt ready to spread my wings and build something on my own. But I also knew something very important. This business wasn't magic, it wasn't luck, and it definitely wasn't going to happen because I posted a few pictures online. So I made a very simple plan. I was going to geographically farm my neighborhood, I was going to join the Chamber of Commerce, and I was going to hold open houses every chance I could. Those were my pillars. They weren't glamorous, but they worked. Now on the flip side, I worked with a lot of brand new agents over the years, and some of them come into the business with a very different expectation. They think selling real estate's easy. They think they just need a cute headshot, a few social media posts, maybe a nice logo, and the leads will just start rolling in. God, I wish it was that easy and it worked that way, but it doesn't. Real estate is a relationship business, and relationships take time. They take consistency, they take conversations, and they take trust. I remember one new agent who came to the office absolutely convinced she was going to crush it immediately. She spent weeks designing her brand, she ordered beautiful business cards, she had the perfect headshot, her Instagram looked incredible. But after about 3 months, she came into my office frustrated and said, "I don't understand why nothing is happening." And I asked her a simple question. How many conversations have you had about real estate in the last 30 days? She paused for a second and said, maybe 2. That moment right there is where the business either changes or it doesn't. Because this business is built through conversations, not branding, not posting, conversations. And when new agents realize that it takes real work, some of them leave the business before the momentum has time to build. That's part of why the attrition rate is really high in real estate. Industry data often cites that roughly 75% of agents leave within their first year and nearly 87% leave within their first 5 years. Even if the exact numbers vary depending on the report, the message is still the same. Most agents do not stay in the business long term. At the same time, the National Association of Realtors reports that the typical realtor has around 12 years of experience. Think about that for a minute. Which means when a brand new agent enters the market, they're competing with professionals who've been doing this for a decade or more. And then you add the complexity of the Dallas-Fort Worth market. DFW is huge. You're not learning one market, you're learning dozens of micro markets, different cities, different school districts, different builders, different tax districts, different neighborhoods. Some have HOAs, some don't, some have construction everywhere. Some haven't had a new home built in decades. There is a lot to learn. So if you've ever felt like this business is harder than you expected, you're not imagining it. But here's the good news. The agents who survive the first few years often go on to build very stable and very rewarding careers. And they usually succeed because they follow a few simple principles consistently. Now let me share something that happens to a lot of new agents. This is a rookie mistake number one. They spend their first 90 days preparing to do the business instead of actually doing the business. They're designing logos, ordering signs, building websites, creating marketing, and they convince themselves that they're working. But the pipeline is still empty because preparation doesn't create clients, conversations do. The second rookie mistake I see all the time is fear of bothering people. New agents don't want to call their friends. They don't want to talk to their neighbors. They don't want to bring up real estate in conversation because they're afraid of sounding salesy. But here's the reality. The people in your life already know you. They already trust you. They simply need to know that you're in the business. Your sphere of influence is not a cold audience. It's your warmest audience. The third rookie mistake is something I call waiting for permission. Agents wait until they feel ready. They wait until they know everything. They wait until they feel confident. Never. But confidence in real estate doesn't come before the activity. It comes from the activity. It comes from conversations. It comes from open houses. It comes from working through real transactions. I remember another new agent once telling me she didn't feel comfortable holding an open house yet because she didn't know enough. And I told her something that really surprised her. Open houses are exactly how you learn enough. They are one of the best training grounds in the business. It's also low-hanging fruit. People who are coming to an open house are looking to buy a house, or maybe they're just doing their research, but the intent is clear. You meet real buyers. You get to practice real conversations. You hear real questions, and you get hit with some real objections. Every open house makes you a better agent. And the agents who host open houses consistently tend to build momentum much faster. Over the years, I've seen this pattern repeated over and over again. The agents who survive the first few years usually build their business around three simple pillars. The first pillar is their sphere of influence, and this is absolutely a non-negotiable. Your sphere is the foundation of your business. These are the people who already know you, friends, family, former co-workers, neighbors, community connections. Your goal should be to build a database of at least 200 contacts and stay connected with them consistently. Not in a pushy way, just in a genuine relationship building way. The second pillar, open houses. Open houses are one of the fastest ways for a new agent to meet active buyers, but they only work if you treat them like a strategy instead of an event. You have to market them. You have to invite people. You have to follow up. The third pillar is visibility, but I always recommend choosing one primary visibility channel instead of trying to do everything. For some agents, that might be YouTube. For others, it might be community networking. For me, joining the Chamber of Commerce was incredibly valuable when I was building my business, AKA before the social media platforms even existed. It allowed me to meet people in the community and build real relationships. Both approaches work. The key is consistency. Then comes follow-up. Many deals are lost simply because of poor follow-up. Every lead should go into a CRM. Every lead should receive consistent communication. Real estate is a relationship business, and relationships require consistency. And finally, successful agents usually find mentorship, someone who will walk them through a CMA, review contracts, discuss strategy, role-play conversations. Real estate is learned by doing, and mentorship accelerates that process dramatically. There's also an important mindset shift that happens when agents begin to succeed. Year one is not about being famous, it's about being consistent. Conversations create opportunities, opportunities create clients, clients create referrals, and referrals build a stable business. When you focus on the daily inputs, the results eventually follow. If you're an agent in your first few years and you're feeling discouraged, I want you to know something. You're not alone. Real estate can be challenging, but it can also be one of the most rewarding careers when you build the right foundation. At my brokerage, we focus on three things: abundance, education, and community. I believe in being a show-me type mentor. That means walking you through those CMAs together, talking through strategy, reviewing real deals, and helping agents develop the skills they need to succeed. If you're an agent in the Dallas-Fort Worth area and you're looking for guidance on how to build a stable real estate career, I'd love to meet you. You're welcome to call me, message me, or come visit our office. Let's talk about where you are in your career and where you want to be, because this business absolutely works. Sometimes you just need someone to show you the path.